Only on News 5, when a crook starts using your credit card, you know exactly what to do. You call and cancel it. But when they hack into your checking account, everything gets a lot more complicated.
I was a signer on the account, and I should have had the ability to close the account the day that this fraud started.
That woman says she was engaged in a battle against thousands of dollars in checking fraud for weeks. She tried and she tried to shut that account down without any luck, all while the bogus withdrawals and deposits continued. So she turned to 5 on Your Side investigator Joe Paganakis. And Joe, the bank said it would cover several $100s in fraudulent withdrawals.
And that's why it's critical, Rob, that people constantly keep all their paperwork, check their checking account balances, and find out if their checking accounts have fraud insurance coverage.
This was horrible. It was almost 2 months of phone calls and emails.
Julianne Workman of Chagrin Falls outlines the 8 weeks of fraudulent attacks on her Huntington Bank checking account, thousands in bogus deposits and withdrawals. But Julianne says every time she called Huntington to shut down the account,
people beating around the bush, nobody wanting to give answers, everybody blaming another department.
The checking account was set up so Julianne could send money to her 19-year-old daughter who moved to Wyoming, but then someone started making deposits and withdrawals in North Carolina. Julianne said Huntington told her she wasn't a co-signer on the account and wouldn't close it even though she had written proof and a power of attorney. And then the bank said it wouldn't cover several hundred in bogus charges.
I said some very not so nice things, but that did it for me. Because for 2 months I've been fighting this, and now you're telling me there's no dispute.
It absolutely is imperative that you are checking your account balances on a regular basis.
The Cleveland BBB says checking accounts across the country are under attack because the account holders mistakenly give out account information by email or phone or through a data breach.
Were they the victim of a phishing scam? Did somebody pose as the bank, claiming they needed to have in information and provide us your account number? We had a problem with our computer.
Well, at the end of the day, all along, I was a signer on the account, and I should have had the ability to close the account the day that this fraud started.
And Julianne urges consumers to keep a log and all paperwork when fighting a scam case.
I think it was huge that I saved all this paperwork, because had I not saved all that stuff, I don't think we would have had a very good outcome.
And the outcome was very good. Huntington Bank responding immediately to our story, refunding Julianne more than $500 fraudulently taken out of her checking account and issuing tips to consumers. Those are posted right now on news5cleveland.com. Reporting live here in Cleveland, I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Joe Paganakis.